Alright, what reason about today? Reason today, we're going to talk about legalize it. Peter Tosh said a long time ago, legalize it and I will advertise it. So we're going to look at the legalization of ganja, marijuana, whatever you want to call it, and my stance on that. So basically, I'm not a smoker, but I see no rational reason for ganja to still be illegal here in 2014. I come at it from the standpoint of prohibition does not work. We tried that already. We tried that with alcohol, and what happened when you push a product on the ground like that? It just generated a bunch of criminal enterprises fighting for the control of that product, enriched criminals, and it just does not work. So people are worried about, you know, health concerns and all that. I've looked this up before. From an addictive standpoint, marijuana has been proven to be less chemically addictive than caffeine, so coffee, alcohol, and tobacco, all legal substances. So there is that. It's less addictive. Yes, it is illegal. Again, as I said, I'm not a smoker, but when I look at it, so I read an article today talking about with the two U.S. states who have legalized marijuana for recreational use, Washington and Colorado. It has made a big dent in the profits of the Mexican drug cartels. So that's only 2 states. Imagine if all 50 United States were to legalize marijuana and take the control of the product away from illegal enterprises. When we push the thing on the ground and the demand is high and the supply is difficult to get, it increases the price and it makes it very attractive for criminals to get involved with it. Yet, with all the laws and everything, most people who want a spliff are within 1 or 2 phone calls from being able to get it. So it's not doing anything to prevent people from getting it, but it's creating a criminal industry and making it grow. Cartels' profits, I saw, are about 30 to 40% based on marijuana. And if you then put the distribution in charge, if you put legal entities in charge of distributing that, then it kills their profits. You know, so my overall reason for being pro-legalization is that it wastes a lot of society's resources. You know, we have police running on locking up people for like a spliff. We have our court systems tied up with fighting marijuana cases. So a lot of societal resources are spent trying to keep this product that people can get anyway, trying to keep it out of people's hands. So it just does not work. You know, perhaps at some other time we can talk about a lot of the medicinal benefits. You know, yes, so you have, you know, medical marijuana, right? So there, for different cases, it is beneficial. I saw something on CNN the other day. There's this little girl, probably about like 4 years old or so, who had been suffering from these epileptic seizures. And in the state in which she lives, you know, it wasn't a medical marijuana state. So, using an extract from the marijuana plant in the form of these little drops, they manufactured something that the little girl put on her tongue maybe like a couple times a day, and from going from having frequent seizures every day for her whole life it brought it down to almost zero. So, you know, there are many other benefits that I've read about and seen. So we have to really ask ourselves, why is it still illegal? You know, I've heard different reasons there. You know, the war on drugs is profitable and beneficial for many people. The prison industrial complex, you know, the bulk of the drug cases that are tying up the courts and the prisons, you know, are based on marijuana. So you legalize it all over, you have a guaranteed drop in imprisonment, which hits the bottom line and pockets of people who profit from locking people up for each and everything. So there are many different angles we can go on this. My primary reason for being pro-legalization is that I believe it is a drain on society, our resources, our police departments, our court systems, all of the above, and it's still not keeping it away from people who want it. So what is the point? So let's end this foolish war on drugs. Prohibition does not work. We tried that with alcohol back in the 20s, and it just created a bunch of criminals, and people could still go and get drunk whenever they wanted. Yeah, so society is moving in the right direction as it comes to dealing with this marijuana issue. You know, it started off with medicinal marijuana in a couple states. I'm not sure how many states altogether have it right now. Then, you know, Washington and California, Washington and Colorado have where it's just straight up recreational. You know, you can have a party and just go and, you know, and just enjoy your weed or whatever. So we're starting to trend in the right direction. I read an article the other day saying Jamaica, my homeland of Jamaica, is now looking into, you know, medicinal marijuana and, you know, decriminalizing it and all that. And, you know, for a country like Jamaica that is so abundant in, you know, the sensimilla, the ganja, the chronic, whatever, I think in the right hands, it can be a big benefit for Jamaica. The U.S. is kind of people kind of follow the U.S.'s lead on everything. So, you know, as the superpower in the world. So I think as the U.S. becomes more accepting of it, other countries will follow suit as well. And Jamaica could stand to benefit as well. So, you know, like I said, Peter Tosh said a long time, legalize it, I will advertise it. It does not do our society any good to keep it hidden underground when anybody can still get it anyway. So that's some food for thought, man. We need to change our thinking, the way we approach many different problems in society. Somebody with a drug addiction does not belong in jail. They need treatment. And marijuana, like I said, it is less addictive than many of the legal substances that we have available today. So we just have to approach many different issues in society the way we've been handling them for decades. We need to change our thinking. This is one area in which we need to change our thinking, and I see society progressing in that direction. So that's my reason on the subject of ganja legalization, and let's give it some food for thought as we listen to some nice cool reggae music and big up Bob Marley. So that's my reason on the subject. Until next time, one love.